29%, cash flow went up 70%, $150,000 earners. SV, please welcome Nicole and Leo Galane.
Don't put your crazy friends I'm done without the situations and deep conversations.
How's everybody feeling? Maybe for today only we can all see Unstoppable since Chris Goop just walked in. I want to first thank head office for this opportunity, for putting on a great event. If everybody could put their hands together for them. RVPs. It's a great group of leadership. The RVPs in Canada are quite unique. They help each other, they push each other up. So thank you to you guys. And of course our awesome, awesome team who makes every single day a pleasure to go to work. We love them so much. So what I want to talk about today is that we're going to create a business revolution. This company is going to change the way people think, the way they look at companies, jobs, corporations, and we're going to change the way corporations look at people and treat people. We're going to teach people to get back control of their life, to control their money, their time, where they live, how they live, and everything. Okay? This is a huge, huge thing, and we're at the perfect time to do it because we have a disappearing middle class. If you're like me, you came from a middle class background, or we like to say middle income family, and those people are being squeezed. Those jobs are disappearing. Manufacturing is being shipped overseas, and we have an economy that's really, really put the pressure on that group. The rich now earn 155 times more than the average worker. Why? Because workers work for them. They're the business owners of the world. 85% of Canadians work for 15%. Okay guys, that's an issue. So if we want to make sure we're not part of those statistics, we have to transition toward business ownership. Today, 42% of our country's wealth lies in the hands of 1%. Does that shock anybody? Does it upset you?
Yeah.
How do you feel about changing that for everyone?
Wonderful.
Big deal, right? People are fed up. They're fed up more today than I think ever. They're fed up with banks, insurance companies, credit agencies, government, politics, all sides of the equation. They are fed up. They simply want a better way of life. They want control back. And for us, it's a perfect storm. But sitting in this training room, sitting in training in your local office, that's not going to be enough. What we need is everyone in this room to get in the game. To get out of middle income, we need to start transitioning to a different type of career, a different type of income, where you can actually own something at the end of the day. And that doesn't begin by signing your IBA, although that's a good start. It really begins with signing an RVP contract. That's the beginning of everything, guys. And to do that, it may seem too big, too far away, but I'll tell you the easiest thing I ever heard. I think it was Hector Lamarck. Sit with one new person a day. Tell them about your business. Just one, but every single day. Then learn how to do a game plan, get them in the field, and repeat. It's not that hard, but it does take a little bit of discipline. Okay? Everyone in this room can be an RVP. But we know, unfortunately, all 5,000 are not going to be. And sometimes, we ponder why can't we make this person into an RVP? I think it's partially the mindset. I think it's fears that you don't push yourself to overcome, because it does take some effort. Willpower, which Leo's going to talk about. And maybe you haven't yet grasped how important this moment is. Things will not always be this opportune for us. This is the time for Primerica, guys. Head office made sure of that. Our leaders made sure of that. But now it's our turn. So let's fast forward 5 years later. Okay, let's say you commit today to work for 5 full years with sort of an obsession, a healthy obsession, but an obsession. Your family's in Primerica, you talk about it, you work all the time, and maybe make some small sacrifices along the way. What happens? You get to RVP first, you promote RVPs, which gives you stability and freedom. Then you qualify for ownership, and you get your income to $300,000. That gives you a business valued at $2.4 million, roughly. Okay, 5 years from today, you have quality of life. You impact people's lives, lots of people. You get to influence people and inspire them. What if you could inspire just one person? How valuable would that be for you? You get self-fulfillment because you achieve something really important, and you have the money to be the go-to person for everyone in your family and community, whether it's health, retire the parents, sickness, school, whatever it might be, you can do it if you want to. And you have the time, because of the freedom, to be exactly who you always dreamed of being. And you can do all of that here at Primerica, all of that plus a whole lot more, everything you've ever dreamed of, while revolutionizing the world, if you choose to get off the sidelines and get in the game today. Now, next up will be Leo, my wonderful husband. He's going to talk a little bit more about the mindset. Thanks, guys.
Being that this company was founded by a coach, I wanted to share with you guys 4 of my favorite quotes from Coach Vince Lombardi. Because what happens a lot of times is we try to make this business so complicated, but the reality is it's as easy as a football game. If you just understand, a football game is won with a couple plays. If you could write these down, it would be great. But, you know, one of the first quotes that I'm going to share with you is he used to say, there's only one way to succeed in anything, and that is to give everything. See, our home office in Atlanta, here in Canada as well, they give everything 100% of the time. You guys know where I'm going with that. When you call Rosie or anybody with a favor or a question, they'll answer their phones any time of day. But what happens is sometimes we just give everything on Tuesday night or Wednesday night or Saturday morning. See, it has to carry on every single day, week to week. The second one is, the difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of will. See, a lot of the speakers up here today that you're going to see, you're going to say they're so gifted, they're awesome, man, I can't be like that person. But what you don't understand is they sat in the same chair that you did and that we did, but just had a will to want to come up and win and be somebody. The third one was, your result is shaped by your everyday choices. See, that's one that I struggled with for a long time because it's so easy to make the choice that is convenient. Our upline, Daryl and Teresa Taylor, always told us when you're faced with a decision, always take the one that's uncomfortable. It'll pay you back more later on. The fourth and final quote that Vince Lombardi used to say all the time was, winning is not everything, but making the effort to win is. See, on a day-to-day basis, you'll do things and you'll say, man, I didn't get anywhere today, I didn't accomplish anything. But what you don't realize is you're getting one day closer to becoming an RVP. But becoming an RVP requires change. Change in mindset. I'm going to share with you and close with one of my favorite stories. The eagle is referred to as one of the strongest birds in the world. Would you guys agree with me, yes or yes?
Yes.
Yes or yes?
Yes.
It's hard enough being the first speaker. You guys got to get involved. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Awesome. The eagle can live up to 70 years, but to reach its age, the eagle must make a hard decision. In its 40th year, its long and flexible talons can no longer grab prey, which is the only way an eagle can eat. Its long and sharp beak becomes bent. Its old, aged, heavy wings, due to their thick feathers, stick to its chest and make it very difficult for the eagle to fly. Then the eagle is left with 2 options. It can either die, or it can go through a painful process of change that lasts 150 days. The process requires the eagle to fly up at a mountaintop and sit in its nest because of its vulnerability. There the eagle knocks its beak against a rock until it falls out. The eagle will wait for another beak to grow, and then it'll pluck its own talons out. When its new talons grow, the eagle starts plucking all its feathers out. And after 5 months, the eagle takes its flight again and lives another 30 years. Why is change needed? Many times in order to survive, we have to start a change in process. You would agree with me. We sometimes need to get rid of old memories, habits, and other past traditions. When I read this story, I said, man, 150 days is pretty tough. But the beautiful thing about this business is our change cycle is 90 days. All it takes is 90 days, and you'll become an RVP. Thank you very much.